Alright guys, so with a lot of new players actually joining the game or some returning players coming back for the Legend of the Red Dragon update, I have gotten a lot of question about how to beat 15-17. I heard the moon boss is super annoying for some of you guys. So I want to come back to my old, back in the days, no cookie gotcha account and show you guys how to beat 15-17 with some of these epic cookies. Of course, just keep in mind this account literally just did one-time gotcha with all the cutters, cookie cutters I have saved up. Still don't have all the cookies, don't have much bonds in this. Lab is 0 upgrades. All right, so this is very minimal. And I am going to be using these cookies. They are level 67 now. All right, but just keep in mind when I first beat this, all right, with pure vanilla, it was actually, they were level 60. I think we should still be good with our team here. If not, I'll just replace espresso, or not espresso, eclair with oyster. If your heal's enough, then I'm sure it will work out without pure vanilla too. But having pure vanilla is probably the easiest way to go because of the amount of healing pure vanilla is able to do with the shield. But there you go. Took a little bit of time just because our cookies are not the best with the no cookie gotcha account here. But still, 3-starring right there. Alright, so it's definitely possible. Especially if you guys have bonds and you guys have lab upgrades and you're in a good guild and things like that, then it will make a big difference. I did use pure vanilla and eclair, all right, without Milky Way, but I'm gonna have to tell you guys, Milky Way is literally hands down the best tank you guys can use for episodes 15, all right, because you don't take any damage, all right, from the Beckoning Dreams debuff. Although you do fall asleep, you don't take any damage, all right, so that's the reason why Milky Way is really good. On top of that, this moon boss is going to have this right over here, gain a hit shield. All right, Milky Way skill is able to deal so many different hits to this moon boss, getting rid of that shield really quickly. All right, so this is the team that I'm going to be using here, guys, to showcase. These are all epics. If you have pure vanilla, then switch out Herb for pure vanilla. Pure vanilla is just so much better. We have full solid almond for wildberry. We got full solid almond for Milky Way. You can also go with full swift chocolate because Milky Way already does gain damage resist buff to herself when she uses her skill. We have a 3-sitting raspberry, 2 solid almond mixture for espresso. And we have a 3 swift chocolate, 2 solid almond mixture for our cotton, and a 3 swift chocolate, 2 solid almond mixture for our herb. And you do want to focus a bit on the damage resist as well. Espresso right now does have a level 11 magic candy, but I believe when I was actually doing this, back when I did with no cookie gotcha account, Espresso's magic candy was not even 10. It was around like 3 or something. All right, so keep that in mind. These treasures have gotten a lot better too. It was level 7, level 12, and level 1, but now it's 8 and 4. But here we go, guys. Let me show you guys this team and why Milky Way also is just really good. All right, guys. So I have beaten this already on the dark mode as well, but of course I had to use pure vanilla for that without Milky Way. All right, I just actually unlocked Milky Way for this video. All right, I didn't even have Milky Way until now. So here we go. Wildberry and Espresso are taking the whistle buff here. But let's see. All right, so the moon boss can be really annoying, and here is the reason why. You're gonna get hit by these little stars, and now the hit shield comes through. If you're not able to get these rid of these hit shield fast enough, then it's gonna regenerate. You're just never gonna be able to hit the moon boss. All right, so you guys saw right there, one Milky Way skill literally dropped down the entire shield to almost 0. All right. So here we go. Let me just use Cotton skill because Espresso's about to die. But Cotton is also really good. Espresso is actually really good too because Espresso actually does multiple hits to the boss. Cotton has the sheeps that are going to be able to attack the shield as well. And, here we go. Milky Way also, so many different hits. Applies shield to your team. All right, and also is healing on the side slowly, okay, on top of what we have from Herb and Cotton. All right, so it is good to try and match the timing of Milky Way skill at least to the boss's shield here. And here we go. Wildberry is also really good because Wildberry does provide the 15% damage resist to all of your cookies. And there you guys go. That is the moon boss, and then you take a chunk out of the chocolate right there. All right, so there's a lot of different builds that you guys can use. This is what I had to use because I didn't have many cookies inside of this particular account. However, there are lots of different options. Instead of espresso, you can use someone like You can use Moonlight if you have Moonlight. If you have someone like Captain Caviar also works. You just keep in mind that you want to, use the skill right after you get rid of the hit shield. You can use someone like Rot. You can use someone like Sherbet. You can use someone like even I would say Black Pearl. Anybody who does multiple hits is perfectly fine in dealing with these bosses. Just make sure not to use anybody like I would say personally Eclair or Prune Juice or things like that, because the boss is immune to debuff, and you just want to use somebody who's able to deal a lot of different hits while still doing pretty good damage. So that's why Espresso was my pick. Rai is another really, really good pick. Sherbet, again, is another really, really big good pick here. And also, if you have Hollowberry, just use Hollowberry and Pure Vanilla, of course. Why would you be using Epics if you have Ancients? But yeah, this is what I had. This is what I used, and I was able to beat it. So hopefully you guys, good luck to it. Again, I literally don't have all the cookies. The bonds are very minimal. I don't have lab upgrades on this account. This account was very minimal. So I hope this kind of showed you guys that it is still possible. All right, so good luck with it. All right, and yeah, catch you guys on the next one.